Hello there and welcome to ADcraft. Today I'm going to be showing you how to build this awesome little Japanese style garden in your world, and there's going to be a full world download available for this as well. So don't go anywhere, and now let's have a look at the blocks you'll need. Make sure to pause the video and take a note of anything that you need to collect. Now this is the space that you'll need. The surrounding area is a 26 by 26 square. The actual garden itself, if you didn't want to build the surround or wanted to build it in a courtyard, is a 20 by 20 space. So the orange section is 20 by 20, and then you've got 3 extra blocks all the way around for the surround. We're going to start with the garden itself in case you're not interested in the surround and the Torii gate. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this orange section, which is 20 by 20, and we're going to dig the entire thing down 1 block. The first thing we're going to do in this build is lay out the area for the pond. I've put an image on screen, so pause it now to show you the lengths in black of the sides. Anything that doesn't have a length in black is just a 1 block. Then in red we have the distance in from the edge of the dugout section, and in blue we've just got the overall width and length for you. So at the bottom of the build we have what will be the front, and we're going to come now to the section that we've marked out, and what we're going to do is we're going to surround this by a set of andesite stairs that are all facing in, so the low part is into the middle of the pond. I'll do this all the way around. Now we've added those stairs in, what we're going to do is we're going to dig 1 block down in the middle here and add some andesite blocks in, and this will give us the underwater, the base, the bottom even of the pond. With the pond all filled in with the andesite, we're now going to come over here to the back left corner of the build, and we're going to add another line of andesite. So this is where the little pagoda is going to be, and we're going to come in. This is 1 block in, so the second block in from each of the corners of the dugout, and it's going to come across 5 blocks. So it's going to be 5 blocks wide, and it's going to be 6 blocks long. And so we'll fill this all in with the andesite ring around the edge, and that's the way that we'll be looking at it from the entranceway. And then in the middle here we're going to add some stripped birch logs just for some flooring inside this space. Now we're going to fill the pond with water, and we do this by waterlogging the stairs, and as you go this should create some infinite water sources for you. We're then going to add some stepping stones using some andesite walls, making sure that the walls themselves don't connect. I've replaced the sandstone around the edge just so it's easier for you guys to see where I'm putting the sand, because we're going to start doing the sand portion now, and we're going to come to the right hand side on the last of these stepping stones. And then we're going to add a line of the sand right the way across, and then we're going to fill in everything on the right hand side with sand. That's got the basic shape in, and now we're going to add in a bit more. So we're going to add in some sand in that L shape here. We're also going to add sand coming across like this. Now onto the other side we're going to skip 2 blocks and then add a line of sand, and then we're going to add another line but skipping 2 more blocks and going out 2. For the rest of the sand we're going to come out 2 blocks this way, and then we're going to come across and fill this in. Then we're going to fill in another line coming through like so, then another line, then we're going to fill this across like this and bring it 3 blocks past the andesite here. So that gives us our sand coming around this side. We'll add 1 more section here where we add 1 block here and then a 3 by 3 with some sand there and another piece of sand here. Now all of the other blocks we're going to cover are going to be filled in with some grass blocks, so make sure you fill in everything else in this perimeter with grass blocks. We're now going to build the little bridge, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come to the front of the build here, and we're going to come level with this lumpy bit, and we're going to put 2 acacia here, and then we're going to move across 2 and put 2 acacia on the other side. We're then going to fill in the gap in the middle with some stone and come across to the other side and do exactly the same. So you've got a 2 by 2 of stone here with some of the acacia just outside like that. Next to this, what we're going to do is we're going to put a couple of the red sandstone walls and a couple of fence gates against this. And against this, shift clicking, we are going to put some acacia stairs. And we're going to do the same as we just did there on the other side. So we're going to put a wall, a fence gate, make sure that you click and put them in the right orientation. And then we're going to put the stairs upside down against these fence gates. That gives us something to build against, because what we're then going to start doing is put the actual main bit of the bridge, so the humpy bit of the bridge. So we're going to come up a slab, then on this side we are going to put a stair with the stone, and again this here I'll show you, come up with the slab and the stair of the stone. Now what we're going to do is a little bit different. We're going to place 2 of the trapdoors going this way, which are the birch trapdoors, and 2 of the trapdoors going this way. Then shift clicking on top of those, we're going to place some more of the stone slabs, and then we're going to get some acacia slabs and run those either side like so. The final thing that we're going to do on this bridge is just to add in those extra walls at the edge with some fence gates in between them. And there we've got our bridge now. To build the pagoda, we are going to start with some polished black stone walls, and we're going to put 1 on each of the corners. And then on top of that, on each one, we're going to place 3 spruce fences. And we'll do that all the way around, but I'll just show you on this side. And then we'll connect up all the way around in the middle of those spruce fences with some fence gates like this. So do that all the way around. With all the supports in place, we're going to build the roof, and we're going to start this with some of the polished black stone bricks, and we're going to put 1 on each of these. This is going to show us where there's going to be some brick bits going up and down, and the rest of it is going to be red nether brick. So in front of that, we will place a slab, and again, I'll just show you on this one side. Then in between that, we'll put some of the redstone, and we'll go out 1 further block on each side with the slabs. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place an upside down stair on either end, and in the middle we are going to place ourselves just some slabs running across like this. Next, what we need to do is we need to place another block, so another slab on top, and that allows us to place a stair at either side, which gives us something to place against, because we're going to bring these stairs right the way across, and then keeping those lines together, we'll just bring it across like this, and it's getting now to the apex of the roof. The last thing that we want to do for this apex of the roof is to bring ourselves up a blackstone stair like this, a blackstone block on top, and then we're going to run some blackstone blocks right the way through the middle. So you've got a stair on this side as well, and a block. Then we've got a stair running into that, and some slabs running across like so. So yeah, just do that same roof pattern the other side, and then you've got the finished roof. We're now going to spawn proof the roof, and we're going to use some buttons. So we've got the blackstone buttons and then some crimson buttons running across this. So that's the only line of crimson buttons that we need. We also need a blackstone button on top, and then we do the same on the other side as well. Everything else is a slab or a stair, so it doesn't need spawn proofing. Then around the edge, we're going to use some soulfire lanterns just on each of the corners. One there and a final one there. Then inside the build, we're going to come 1 block inside this blackstone line that runs across and place another lantern, soulfire lantern. Then we're going to place 3, then 2, then 3 of the birch trapdoors, and do the same facing the other way, so we get a nice roof pattern with the birch. For the seat, we've got 2 of the dark oak stairs and some signs either side just to give us some arms for the chairs. And then whilst we're here, we're also just using regular lanterns this time. We're gonna put some of those on each of the walls that we've got for the bridge. Now we're going to add some details to the sand, and what we're going to do is we're going to come across 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is opposite the pagoda. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in 1 block, and make an L shape like this with some andesite. Then we're going to come across a further 3 blocks and put 2 more andesite in. We're going to add a stair going this way here, a stair going this way here, and put a slab on top of each of the rest of these. Going around this block now, what we're going to do is we're going to give the effect of it being raked all the way around the stone itself, like you do quite often see in Japanese Zen gardens, and then we're going to do the same around this. So we're just going to have the sand stone, this is, just running right the way around the edge. And I'm going to add another layer going from this side across like this, and this is just going to go around the front and connect up here. Now we're going to add some Japanese style lanterns, and what we're going to do is we're going to come over to this corner here that's just at the edge of the bridge, and we're going to place a piece of andesite wall. On top of that, we're going to place a lantern. Now, I'm just going to show you on this one how to build it. I'll show you the positions for the others, but it's exactly the same. So what we're going to do is we're going to place 4 of the jungle trapdoors all the way around. I really like the jungle trapdoor pattern, and what we're going to do is then just place andesite block on top, and that gives us one of these lovely standing lanterns there. So we've got one here. We're going to have 4 of these. We're going to have another one over here, so coming to the edge of this and then coming 2 blocks along, and we'll just place one here. Another one is going to be in this corner, and again I would show you the whole process, and then we're going to have another one that's just on the block next to this, not on the corner but the one next to it, just like so. So that's where your 4 lanterns are going to go. With the lanterns in place, we're going to come here. So this is the lantern by the pagoda, and we're going to come 2 blocks across like this, and then we're going to have a piece of andesite here. We're going to have a stair going into that, and then we're going to have 2 slabs and a slab on top, just like so. And we're also at this stage going to add in some flowers. So we're going to add in some podzol, or you can use dirt if you want, but I just prefer podzol personally, and we're going to put a couple of lilies of the valley there. Then coming to this area, we're going to add a couple of bits of podzol again here, and not podzol, lily of the valley on top, and then one more here. We're going to add some podzol and then a lily of the valley there. We are going to place a couple of little trees in now, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come level with the front of this, and we're going to take out this stair, and we're going to take out this piece of sand, and we're going to put shroom light here, and then we're going to put a stair going this way. Then we're going to replace that one as well, just so it curves around nicely and covers up the shroom light. Place a dark oak trapdoor on top, a stair going this way, shift click an oak fence onto the dark oak trapdoor with a stair going this way, and that is the tree trunk. What we're then going to do is place 1, 2, 3 and 4 leaves, and then we're going to place a leaf here on this side and a leaf here on this side, and that gives us just a little bonsai type tree. Over in this corner we're going to do a similar thing but ever so slightly different. We're going to take out this block and put a shroom light in again with a trapdoor, a stair going into that. This one's going to be a bit smaller though, so we're just going to have a fence on here with a leaf here, a leaf here and a leaf here, one in front like this and one on top. So there you've just got a little bonsai with just a final one on that side. Actually, don't need that one. There we go. Now to add another little seat and some extra lighting, we're going to place 2 dark oak stairs here and signs on again to give the arms to the seat itself. Then we're going to start placing some hidden lighting, as I said. So first place is we're going to dig down 2 blocks there, and then we're going to place a shroom light or whatever light source you like. Personally, I quite like the shroom lights, and then some oak leaves. We're going to take those down and place again some shroom lights and some leaves. We'll pop a couple of leaves on top of some shroom lights here, and then dig a double one down here as well. So what we're going to do is create ourselves a little set of bushes and one more leaf in there. So that'll give us some lighting to this area. One area that is lacking in lighting is around here, because obviously although these look nice, they don't give off a lot of lighting at all. So again, we're going to hide some lighting around the back here, and what we're going to do is we're going to dig quite a long way around actually, because yeah, we need quite a bit of lighting around here. So we've got 5 shroom lights or whatever lights you want, and then we're just going to fill those in with some leaves there at this side. There's also another little space that needs lighting up, so we need to put another shroom light hidden here. And again, any of these you can turn into bushes. We are going to put another section of bushes over here. So this one's going to be hidden, like so. Then we're going to have a couple here that are just on the surface. And I am literally putting lights under each and every bush here. You don't need to worry about doing that, really. But yeah, like I say, just for the sake of this, I think it's good to do that and recreate that, of course. Right, so now a lot of the rest of this comes down to preference a little bit, because the lighting levels are good enough now, so it just depends on where you want to physically put some leaves. So I think I'll put some leaves going around here, some here, like so. And what we are going to do is place some orchids. So around this side, we're going to just place some orchids. Those can go wherever you like. And yeah, very nearly done. All we need to do now is the path. The path will loop right the way round through the build, potentially either between here or across these stepping stones, just dependent on how you want to do it. But what we need to do first of all is choose where we're going to have the entrance. I think here is good. And so what I'm just going to do is connect up some of the path blocks on this side of the build here, and then switch out a couple of these for some stone. Not too many though, just on this side. And then 1 or 2 path blocks on this side. Again, nothing particularly special. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start switching to predominantly pressure plates, because when you put a pressure plate down, it gives this nice border around, so it looks like a proper stepping stone, even though you get the nice clicking sound. So a lot of this is kind of just freestyle where you think it looks right, so I'm not going to be showing the specific placements of this as I do them. I'll just fast forward, I'll just speed up through this bit, and you'll be able to copy exactly where I place them if you want, or just experiment and see where you want the path to go. And it's going to be a combination of the blocks, the pressure plates, and some buttons. And there we have the finished placement. So as you can see, you've got a pathway that goes off here, one that just loops round and comes back across these stepping stones and back round to the front of the build. It's entirely up to you if you do the next step, because this would work brilliantly in a courtyard or just outside any Japanese build. But what I'm going to do is build a surround for this. So we've got 3 blocks that is here. All the way around, we're going to put a line of stone, and on the inside of this, we're going to put stairs going down, and on the outside, we're going to put stairs going up. So I'm going to fill this in right the way around the build. With the fence in place, we just need to build the Torii gate. So what we're going to be using is the stripped spruce, and we're going to come up 5 blocks on each side. And that is then going to be connected across the top with some more spruce. We are going to take 3 of the fence gates across at the 3rd block up. We're also then going to place a spruce trapdoor for later, so we can place a banner against it. We will put on the side a spruce fence on this side and a spruce fence on this side to line up with the fence gates that we've got here. And then here we've got a dark oak stair facing outwards in each direction, 3 dark oak slabs, an upside down dark oak stair here with a dark oak trapdoor on each side. And that's basically your gate. What we're then going to do is just add some detailing. So I've chosen some oak buttons here to go on the inside on this spruce. And then we're also going to be using some dark oak buttons here and here, just to show the wood ties where the thing would be put together. Now the last thing to cover is the banners. Here are the steps for the first of the banners, so pause the video here and check it out. You'll need 4 of these. And these are the steps for the second banner. You'll also need 4, so pause the video. So with the brown banner, we're going to shift click and we're going to place it against here, against this trapdoor that we placed. And then we're also going to place one just above it. Then we're going to do the same on the inside. So shift click against the trapdoor and then place one here. So you've got a double banner hanging above there. Then we're also going to come in here. And the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to place ourselves a trapdoor there and a trapdoor there, and that just means you've got something to hang the banner against. And again, shift clicking on this side, you can hang it there and then it looks like it's nicely connected. One more on here, and then the last 2 just on the back doing exactly the same. And now we are finished. So the build's now complete, and I'll give you a quick run through. As you can see, we've got a lovely little garden area that we can come through here. I've added some fish and a little bit of plant life into our little pond there. And as we come round, we've got various different things to see, along with our little stepping stones to get back. So if you do like this build, then please do hit that like button. There is a world download of this available on my Discord, so if you're not already a member, make sure you do head over and join the ever-growing community over there. Yeah, let me know also if you've liked this in the comment on what you'd like to see next in the Japanese or any of the other series on the channel. And all that's left to be said is thank you very, very much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time on EthosLab. Bye!